tonight, gosh, I'm just shutting down some windows. I didn't realize I had so much stuff open. Hey, Fatima and Linda, nice to have you here. Oh my gosh, I'm just stretching. Ugh, it's been a long day. It is good to be here, though. It really is good to be here. It's been a long day, but it's been accomplished, and I got stuff done, and um, you know, not the computer didn't crash on me. I figured out what was wrong with my HDMI that I had all that problems with last week. It was I used the cable that came with the cord with the HDMI, the CAN link, and it wasn't a heavy duty enough cable to do what it needed to do. I've learned so much about cables, about them having all different kinds of power and direction and all kinds of things that yeah, it's, it's, oh yeah, it's amazing. And it's interesting to figure out why they're doing that. Yeah, I am feeling a bit better. I still have a bit of that cough once in a while, and a still slight bit of chest congestion. Not a bunch, but I'm feeling much better. Um, I had I Thursday night when I didn't get to be here with you guys. I went to Art's presentation of Wild Lives, and oh my goodness, it is just a glorious book. I picked up my copy. I had ordered not a collector's edition, but a regular edition, and Art signed it for me, and so did Gregory, the author. So it's really wonderful because the author that did the 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 writing about the stories and about the areas is a biologist, and specializing in all different kinds of the animals, and it was fascinating. You can get it on Amazon, I believe. It's called Wild Lives, or you can order it directly from Art's own website, artwolf.com, and go under books. It is $95. It is a big, big coffee table book. It has 327 or 372 photographs in it, and there's about 30,000 words in it that Gregory wrote. So it's a significant book. It's beautiful, and it's very well done, and it's an amazing piece. I don't have a lot of coffee table books, and this is one of them. I have a couple of Arts, and I don't really have a coffee table, but this is one to sit down and read. Very enjoyable. Yeah, the collector's edition. If you saw on Art's website, he has two editions. There's the regular edition, the $95 one, and then there's the collector's edition, which is $500, which comes in a special case, and it has a signed print and numbered print, actually, and all that kind of stuff with it. So yeah, a little out of my league there too. But anyway, the book is beautiful. It's just stunning. So, and it was really good to see him, and we had a good time. And I saw Nora, who has been on a couple. She was in Oaxaca with me, and she also was in the Olympic Peninsula and in Carmel, I think, too, where I went. But she is she's retired and has as a forensic scientist. Yeah, pretty amazing woman, very very brilliant. But she spent the past year doing all 50 states in a year, and it's been pretty amazing. She's had a blog about it. When I find it again, I'll show it. I'll tell you guys about it. But she was there. She was almost to the end of her trip. She was coming through Washington and had stayed at Art's house for a couple days and was heading down and going through Oregon and going to end up back in California at home. And then she would be done with all the states in 1 year, which, pretty amazing. So anyway, you know what you want for Christmas, yeah. Anyway, so I thought, no, it was good. And then let's see what else today. Today we drove into Tacoma, and I went to Artists and Craftsmen Supply, which was always a treat. I got a Christmas present for Rook, and then I found these things on their clearance rack, and they're artist paint sticks. Can you see those? Not so well. There we go. Artist paint sticks, and they're I just got 2 colors, and they're oil paints, and I've never used oil paint, so I did that, and I got myself a inexpensive sumi brush because I have a big thick one, heavy one, but I needed a thinner one. So yeah, and we went to the co-op. Yeah, Bob and I just took a little drive. Got a video that's my cable chaos. I've taken care of my cable management type of thing for Vlogmas. It's a part of the challenge, and I've been going. Gail to pop in just to say hello on a Sunday night. I know, wouldn't that be wonderful for Gail to just pop in? Oh, yeah, it would be. If she's lurking, or if you're there, Gail, we miss you and we love you. So, too impatient to use oils much. Linda, I've never used oils. I think the last time I used oils was probably oil painting, paint by number, when I was a little kid. And that was a disaster. If I remember my mom saying so, something like that. But anyway, so let's move along here, and we've got some... Well, Larry's not here yet, but he did send in something. He said a good friend asked if I might paint him a picture of his vacation home, and he sent me this photo. He says, I had to take some liberties since it's so complex. Here's what I did. I'm hoping it will be good enough. So here, that's what the photo is. And then here is Larry's rendition of it. Wow. Man, isn't it amazing to see how far Larry has come since he started doing watercolors? I mean, and sending them in, it's just really stunning. So, I'm just enthralled by it. It's just so good. Liberty's Miar. Oh, for Pete's sakes, Liberty's Miars. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. There's a pirate joke I heard read. Oh no, that was your pirate joke that I had to go upstairs and remember that pirate joke from last week, and I had to repeat it, like look over it so I could go up and tell it to Bob. He thought it was pretty funny. Anyway, yeah, look at that. Just so good, Larry. Just so good. If you're lurking in the background, Larry, you're driving or catching this on the replay, just admire your talent so much. The pirate in the steering wheel, yes. Yes, it's so good. So good. Where's my little... Yay. And next we have Linda, because we badgered her into letting us show her things that she had. She sent me several pictures This tree has all kinds of things, and I think the following pictures, um, the following pictures from this that she has are of ornaments that she made to go on this tree. Um, is that right, Linda? Are the pictures that you sent me of all the different ornaments, are they on this tree? Because they're gorgeous. So this is a gorgeous tree. I love the owl at the top and the little, it looks like it's got little gnomes and guys in it. Let me get them bigger. Oh, no, they're all owls. It's all kind of owls on the tree. Oh, how cute is that? Okay, so we're going to turn off the tree and go to the first one here. They're probably in backwards order, but she has all of these really pretty ornaments. And you have to tell us, and you've given them as gifts. Oh, that's cool. Can you put in the chat a little bit about how you do these? Are they done with alcohol ink or are they done with who knows what? This one? Look at these. These are that. Are these the soap bubble ones? I wish I knew. I love these. Look at that. I love that texture. It's called an iron glass effect. I don't know that one, which is not surprising. Yeah, that's the dragon scale. Yes. Oh. Hey, dragons. You guys, what do you think? They approve. You guys like them? Yep, they like them. They approve, Linda. Good job. And then these. I love that. That looks so ethereal. It's so pretty and so delicate. Ooh, this one. See if I can get the brightness up on that one. Oh, no, I can't. I should have edited that. It's a little dark. Sorry about that. But it's so pretty. I love the texture. The iron glass is layered joint compound, spray paints, and other stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, so cool. It's kind of like, reminds me of that steampunk art, kind of an effect that would be used in steampunk, but it's prettier, in my opinion. Look at these. Is that a wood carved? It looks like it's a wood carved ornament. And then the other one's so soft. I almost bought milk paint today. They had milk paint at Artists and Craftsmen for like 50% off a clearance price. And I thought about getting some, but then I thought, I don't really know what to do with it. The last thing I need is one more thing that I'm just doing something with. That's a wood ornament. I thought it might be. And that's a velvet technique. That's my steampunk with lace. Oh my gosh, Linda. These are just fabulous. Do you like, you should teach a class in this or do a tutorial on your channel. Look at that. Oh, I was wondering if it used flocking. Look at that. I love it. Over a glue. Wow. Man, I would really make a mess. And this one, oh, look at the color on that. Oh my goodness. So pretty. And that green, just vivid. And so the swirl on it, it almost looks like green smoke. It's a like, it's good for tonight, for the story for tonight. And I think that's the last one that I had. Yes, that's the last one. Oop, that's the last one. Oh my gosh, Linda. Yay. That's amazing. So I don't have anything that I really have been doing. All I did today was I painted this little Santa and thing because I wanted to try this kind of technique, and I got some of the bleed proof white, and I did it again with wax. I thought I tried to draw the picture with wax first and then go over it. It's just plain. I'm not, I have done some things this week, but I don't know where they are. They're all, I was looking, I haven't really, oh, I think I showed you this guy. Yeah, I did this one last week, I think. But that's about it. I haven't done any, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do my my 12 days of Christmas, which I'm going to do the after Christmas. I should probably start them now. I have a couple other things I'm working on, but yeah. Anyway, hey there, Anthony. Hi, how are you? Good to have you here. Yay. You did one with clay, but didn't take a picture. That's cool. I was sending them to Janice. The alcohol inks and miracle. Really, Linda, you should really do a video on how you've done some of these, because those, I watch a fair number of ornament things out there painting them, but those are so unique and so beautiful. It's just maybe I've missed those, but how are you doing tonight, Anthony? It's good to have you here. Thank you for coming to Story and Art. It's nice. Gone mad for ornaments. Yeah. I kind of went mad a little bit with the grandkids. I haven't done much. I still haven't completely cleaned out the garage, so I can get my car back in from when the kids were here. And hey, you guys are all resin people. I need a really simple resin that can go on Rook's coasters that she made, and she did pour up, but the paint is gets sticky. I mean, it sticks together, so it needs to be resined. And I don't want to use that spray sealant because the smell on it is just awful, and it stays so bad. So if anybody knows the gray one with him, yeah, only last B.O.B. Only last Jillian in a... Okay. Fatima, I don't know what that says. This says... Anyway, if you guys have any recommendations of a brand of good, easy-to-use resin for somebody who's a rookie, has never really... I just want to do a simple sealant coat so that her mom can put her coffee cup on there and it won't stick to it. You can mix a water-based varnish 50-50 with water and apply it with an old shirt. Oh, okay. I'll try that. Doing well. Good. Yay. Okay. Tonight, I've got a classic for you. It's Christmas classic night. Christmas classic night. This is funny because this is never been really one of my favorite of Dr. Seuss's books. I don't know why. I'm not real fond of the movies. They're not my thing. But I think maybe I don't know why. I just don't know why. But I actually, after reading it again, I kind of like it better because I like it better than I do the movies for sure. But that's just me. I tend to like it that way. So tonight, Hang on, let me just mute for a second. There, got it. Cleared my throat. That's just the thing that's been bugging me. And we're going to jump into this. Oh, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And you don't need two of me up there. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Yay. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. There we go. How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not. The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right, or it could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Whos, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming, I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow, he knew, all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early, they'd rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise, noise. That's one thing he hated. The noise. Then the Whos, young and old, would sit down to feast. And they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. I'm going to just move something, trade places with something so that I can maybe see this better. Oops. There we go. Yay. That works better. And then they do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Whos would start singing. They'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just how to do it, the Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked, what a great Grinchy trick. With this coat and this hat, I look like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there were none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? Oh no, the Grinch simply said, if I can't find a right reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max. Then he took some red thread and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said, "Giddy up," and the sleigh started down toward the homes where the Whos lay a snooze in their town. All their windows were dark. Quiet snow filled the air. All the Whos were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square, "This is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings were all hung in a row. "Those stockings," he grinned, "are the first things to go." Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room and took every present. Pop guns and bicycles and roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorns and plums, and he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimbley. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast, and he took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. "And now," grinned the Grinch, "I will stuff up the tree." And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove. Then he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small Who. Little Cindy Lou Who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who'd got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, "Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?" But you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. "Why, my sweet little tot," the fake Santa Claus lied, "there's a light on this tree that won't light on one side, so I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear, and I'll fix it up there, and then I'll bring it back here." And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went up the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Then he did something to the other Who. He did the same thing to the other Who's house, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouse. It was 1/4 dawn, all the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze, when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with the presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. "Pooh-pooh to the Who's," he was grinchily humming. "They're finding out now that there's no Christmases coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open for a minute or two, and then the Who's down in Whoville will cry, boo-hoo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, the sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He stared down in Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food and the feast. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. And that is how the Grinch stole Christmas. And, you know, I like it a lot better this time around. Anyway, yes. Yeah, I don't know why it had I think part of it was that so much of the movies, even the first cartoons came out and stuff, and it was just the over, kind of for me was the overkill on the Grinch. And then, and I knew that especially the Jim Carrey movie didn't really fit with the book that well, my opinion. But you know what? I like it better now. Yay. I love it. His heart grew 3 times the size. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It is a good one. It's a good bucket filling one. It's a good, yeah, Christmas doesn't come from the store. That's pretty amazing. When was, here's my question. What is the copyright date on it? I've got copyright. Come on, get bigger. Oops. Let's see if I can get it to expand. Uh, 1957? Is that what it's right? When was the Grinch written? When was the Grinch written? When was the Grinch published? 1957. Huh. I don't think it was a book I had as a child. I really don't. I had other Dr. Seuss books, but I read so young, so it would have been come out the year after I was born. But yeah, I remember having Eloise and some other, but I didn't have this one. I don't remember this. That's interesting that I don't remember that one. His heart grew. Oh, yeah. I didn't see it either. He always has had a lesson. Yeah, fan of Aesop's. And that book. Yeah, I am too. I'm older than the book. I am. But that's I I enjoy I enjoy the red and the black, white, and red aspect of it. I think he did a really uh, he did that so much in so many of his Cat in the Hats, and all those had that red and black and white kind of theme. But this with a little bit of green in it, I like it. I like it. And yeah, and it's funny that the Grinch became this green thing, but in the book, was he green? He's not green in the book. He's not green in the book. That's so funny. But now we think of the Grinch as being green. But in the book, he's not green. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, the tempo of the story is great. I'm glad you like that. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, I am just going to read the one story tonight because I'm trying to get my throat and my voice back into full tempo here. I've got, but I'm shortly after this, I'll be putting out a video on, it's called Cable Chaos. A part of my Vlogmas challenge was to organize for cable management. And most people deal with cable management. They think of all the wires that go behind your computer and your videos and your monitors and all that stuff. For me, it's all the multitude of extra wires and cables I have that some go to my cameras, some go to the video work here, some are for remotes and all this kind of stuff. And it was insanity. And so as part of our Vlogmas challenge with Ecamm, it was a cable management. So I did a little 10-minute video that I'll put out right after this probably. I love reading to you guys. I love reading to you. And I've got 2 or 3 books over here too. I need to do my book bites one too. I think I'll do that. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Anthony and Fatima and Linda and somebody else is hiding out because there's 4 people here. Anthony's here. Linda, Fatima, and so it says there's 4 people. So somebody's lurking. Maybe Larry's lurking. I don't know. But I thank you so much for sending in your artwork, and I'll do it again next Sunday. We'll have artwork next Sunday. I think we're coming up on normal kind of stuff through the holidays. I'm going to try to let's see. I can't believe that we are almost to the end of the year. Oh my gosh, next Sunday, you guys, guess what next Sunday is? My 46th wedding anniversary. What? Yes. And yeah, holy Ned. So Thursday, yes, I'll be reading Thursday. Send in art for next Sunday, and then the 24th is Christmas Eve. We'll see how whether or not I do. Maybe I'll do the 23rd on Saturday instead of the 24th on Christmas Eve. We'll see how we're doing, what everybody says. And then, yeah, oh my gosh. This is the year that we're ending up with these Sundays are on the Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, all that kind of stuff. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Oh, yeah. Poor Max. His heart grew. Yep. Yeah, yeah, Christmas colors are red and green, but there is no green. Here, let me go back here. So if you go through the book, the only place that there is green in the book is on the original, front cover right here. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And there's like a green flash around him by Dr. Seuss. And that's the original way it came out. It was also one of the reasons that they did this because color printing was extremely expensive. You could do primary color, you could do red, and they could do red and black and white, single color. Black and white was fine, but single color, have little bits of color in there, but there's no other green in this book. Nope. And there's the little bit of off red. I mean, they've added white to make it kind of pink. Cindy Lou and her pinkness there. But nothing. That's just funny. Trivia question. You bet. Oh my gosh. How did the Grinch become green? Who knows? Anyway, you guys, may your week be wonderful. I hope it was. This is a great way to start off my week. It always is. This week I've got a couple, and then next week on the 18th, which is the day after my anniversary, I'm going to be a guest on Vincent's Stressed Out, Stress Free. He does stretching and different things. He was at Creator Camp with us on his channel. He's going to interview me, and yeah, but still just working. I got to get presents wrapped up. I hope you guys get everything all wrapped up and taken care of. Anthony, are you doing a live again soon? If you're still on, Anthony, would you put in when your next live is? Fatima, Linda, and whoever else is hiding out back there. Maybe it's Lupe. Next time you have, it says the animator Chuck Jones made him green for the TV special. Oh, I wonder if that was the very early TV Grinch special. There was one. I remember. Yeah. Interesting. Huh. Green gets a bad rap. Anyway, folks, everybody have a great week. And thank you for being here. Thank you for getting my week kicked off on a good note. When you're less busy, I will announce. Thanks, Anthony. That's good to know. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. I enjoy watching you paint. It's soothing. It's very soothing. Anyway, everybody, have a great week. I'll see you on Thursday. And until next time, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. But the first place you'll find it is when you go look in your mirror. And I'll see you at the next one.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be sharing